Tips on heating an indoor greenhouse. Hello everybody, welcome to 7 Savings Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. Today I'm gonna give you some tips on how to heat your indoor greenhouse, or how to maintain the temperature in your indoor greenhouse for tropical plants or seed starting. So here I have a shelf that I'm using in the basement right here, and what I've done was use plastic paper and wrap around the shelf completely, and I use another row, a second layer of plastic paper, and wrap it around the shelf to maintain the temperature. By using the plastic shelf, I'm able to maintain a better temperature inside the shelf more than the temperature outside, and also by making sure that everything is completely sealed, maintains that temperature in there. So the second thing I do in terms of that is I make sure that I seal as many of the holes, if there are any. I seal as many of the holes as possible, since all the light is coming from the grow light that I have in there. I make sure that it's completely sealed, both bottom and top, before I put additional heat source in there. So let's open it up and take a look and see what's inside and how I'm doing it inside, or what I'm doing inside. So inside here, after taking out the plastic inside here, I have my plants. The plants are doing well. They're doing very, very well with the temperature I have in there. As you can see, the plants are doing really well with it. I have a timer there for my grow light. These are the timers right here for my grow light, and I also have the plug there for my heater. Up here, I'm using it for my seed starting. So for the seed starting, I'm sure you guys saw the video last week for these seeds that I had in here. They were much smaller. Now they're much bigger. Let me turn on the grow light, and so you can see the difference, and you can see so I have the grow light. I have grow light at the bottom, and I also have grow light on top. Right here I have like the pepper and the garden egg and the other stuff that I planted up here doing really well. So in terms of maintaining the temperature up here, it's gonna be a little bit higher than the temperature down, because down is where I have the heater. And so that when you put on the heat down, the temperature goes up, it goes right up. That's why if you have something like this, set up like this, the seeds that require a lot of heat, a lot of temperature, you want to put them as high up as possible, because the heat goes up if you put the heat at the bottom. So right now I have the heat at the bottom, and I make sure that there's airflow circulation on the sides of the shelf on the top side, so that way it can easily flow on top. So let me show you down here at the bottom. This is what I have. This is my heater right here. That's the heater, and depending on the temperature on the items that you have, I usually set the temperature in here to be 70 degrees. For seed starting, you want to be between 70 and 80 degrees for most plant seed starting. So with this, you want to get an automatic heater. That way you can set the temperature, and the heater will maintain the temperature that you want, because the automatic heater will also save you time by not heating too much or heating less than you need. It's going to maintain that temperature at that level. The fluctuation is going to be like 1 or 2 degrees from where you put it. So I like this heater because it circulates and it rotates, and it provides the temperature that is required. So I put 70 degrees because below here, these tropical plants that I have, they're doing well with the 70 degrees. And on the top shelf, it's a little bit more. It's gonna be like 72, 73 degrees, because the heat flows up. And I have a couple of other containers over there that are really full, that are gonna hold some temperature. So that is what I'm doing. I just set the timers that I have is for the grow light. Like this here, I set the grow light, and I put about 8 8 hours for the tropical plants, and I put about 10 hours for the seed startings that I'm doing. So that's how I heat it, and just maintain that temperature in here. It's much cheaper in terms of maintaining that temperature, because I seal it completely with plastic that I bought. This is a window seal plastic that you use for winter, plastic that you use for windows, or you can get any other plastic, but I use the regular window insulation plastics to seal it, and they're doing very well. So this is the middle of winter, and I'm able to harvest some nice beautiful bitter leaf here, vegetable here, that I'm gonna eat today. So definitely something to try if you have a shelf like this. I have a video that showed you how I build the shelf, but you can use any shelf. The main goal is you want to make sure that you seal it completely from top to bottom, so that there's not a lot of air flowing inside, cold air going in there, so that when you put the heat inside, it's gonna maintain that temperature for your plants. So if you have any other better ideas or better ways of doing this, or if you've done something similar before, please leave them in the comments below. I'd like to learn what everybody else is doing. Maybe you might have a better way of doing it, but this is what I'm doing. What I'm doing. I also have I didn't show you guys, but I have a container up there that has a little bit of water in it. Water is another item that holds the temperature much better. So the next thing to improve it that I'm thinking of doing is to put a couple of gallons of water at the bottom of all the seed startings up there. And since water holds a lot of temperature, it's gonna maintain that temperature much longer, and the heater is not gonna come on much often as possible. So you can use little gallons or bigger gallons, and just put the water in there, and just then put your trays or your seed starting trays or containers on top. Hopefully this helps you out. This has been helping me out the whole summer. I hope this helps you out, and hope you're able to start your seeds early and save money on your seeds instead of buying seeds. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share. Thank you, and happy growing, everybody.